everyone, welcome back to Design News episode 15, I guess. In today's design news, we have a massive controversy around a logo design had cropped up, which is driving people crazy. Google has started to redesign their search engine, and Google designers are speaking out on this. There has been a major update to the laws of UX, the basic principles of UX design, according to the new tools, the new culture, as well as the new changes that have happened to the world in 2020. All this and so much more in today's design news. So without further ado, let's just get started. So Myntra, a massive e-commerce giant in India, was under a legal battle against a woman activist who said that their logo represented the legs of a woman and sexualized women in general. Honestly, I do not agree to this woman's claims. I am not sure where she is coming from, but all I can say is that she has a lot of time in her hands and is a very dirty-minded person. But Myntra changed their logo to a more simpler logo with white borders and solid colors so that it doesn't represent a woman's legs in any way. I mean, that's crazy. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this. I don't agree to it. Let me know your points. An update is going to come to Android, which will allow you to theme Android according to you. So if you were a designer and you were excited about the whole iOS 14 update, well, this is going to make customization on Android even better. This theming will allow you to change colors, icons, basically create your own theme for Android. If you're looking to create templates for web or just your designs, Shuffle allows you to create an entire design library or templates which you can reuse again and again in your design. I think this is a really creative new tool which can help you out, speed up your design process in the future. Also, they have a lot of options for Material UI and Bootstrap. If you're interested in that, go give it a look. Now, laws of UX is something that you would have seen or read about in the past, and I'm sure you would have implemented it also. But the developers and designers behind this whole website and database have made an update to it. Not only has the website gotten a new fresh look, but it also has updates to the actual UX laws as well. They've given you more examples on how to use this UX laws based on the new normal which has happened after the pandemic. Not only that, it suggests you reading material or articles around each law, and I really like that. It's like a little UX design course in itself, which I really appreciate. In other news, I'm bringing my own small UI design course here on YouTube, powered by Framer and Figma. This course is going to be completely free, and I'm going to release it by the end of this week itself. So make sure you have subscribed to the channel and also click that bell icon. Otherwise, you might just miss this course entirely. Now, we're all tired of just solid and line icons. However, our friends at Icons 8 have come up with this very interesting new icon library. They brought in this duotone icons, and I've never seen colors implemented so well in an icon library. They have icons for almost everything that you use in your own project. You can either get the entire SVG pack for $13 only. However, they have a free pack which has all the icons in the form of PNGs. So if you're working on a smaller project, or if you only need PNGs, I think this is a great way to start off your year with some nice and bright new icons. Now, it takes a lot of time to edit photos on Photoshop, and a lot of us don't know how to use it. However, Facet, an AI-based Photoshop competitor, is now here. First of all, it's AI-based. Second of all, it's web-based. You really don't have to install anything on your computer. What it does, it detects your subjects in a photo. For example, if I'm being detected as a person, I can edit my hair, I can edit my clothes, I can edit my skin, I can edit my background and everything else. And if I have any accessories on, if for example, I'm a guy, but if I was a girl, I could have a ribbon here or jewelry, or things like that. It can detect each and every item based on its algorithm. Based on that, you can make various edits to either the person or subject or the background. I guess AI-powered tools are the new way to go, isn't it? Now, you must have seen that Google has started to get fresh looks on various pages in that Google search, and Google is doing like a complete refresh. Even though it's not huge, it's still quite significant for a search engine which has billions of users. One Google designer has written a very nice, interesting article around the Google redesign, how they redesigned the search engine, all the nice assets that they used, their design process of coming to a nice solution. Everything is there in that nice article. I said nice so many times. It has a lot of interesting teachings and learnings from the entire procedure. I think every designer should read this article at least once, and you can implement all these procedures in your own design as well. So that was it for today's design news. If you have any suggestions, make sure you put that in the comments. I will see you every Monday and Thursday with such creative content, so make sure you subscribe and wait for my UI design course as well. Until next time, I'll take your leave. Till then, God bless.